Now listening to the In My Opinion podcast, the home of edutainment, brought to you by Sakali, DTM, and Uzuma. So get your drinks, snacks, relax, and enjoy.
All right.
Thank you.
Dilemma. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one because I think it's quite interesting. It's kind of what we spoke about a little bit, but it's still quite interesting. Okay. Hi guys, I love the podcast and the content you both. I'll just start from there because it's not about us today.
It is. You're our special guest.
Okay, quick tap. Hi guys, I love the podcast and the content you both do on Press and YouTube. Please can you keep this anonymous though? Thank you. So it's kind of complicated, but what has me pressed is the stigma around interracial relationships. So just a quick backstory. My mum is Asian and my dad is Caribbean. The thing is, with Asians, this is highly looked down upon. And for years, I've realised that certain families treat me like shit. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Certain families treat me like shit because of it. And I feel like I truly don't belong. Usually, I can handle shit from other people. But at this point, I feel like it's all caught up to me. And it just feels to cut. I just feel to cut everyone off. At the end of the day, I can't help where I'm from. What advice would you give someone in this situation?
Ooh. That is so sad.
That's
It's
a
your
mad
own
one.
family.
I'll let you take this one.
No, I remember I used to have this infatuation with watching weddings. I don't know why. So I used to watch Don't Tell the Bride a lot. And there was one episode where an Asian girl married a Jamaican guy and the family didn't turn up to the wedding and he like totally disowned her. And she chose to be with him in it. Like she married him only with his family and friends. And I remember her saying something similar, that they don't do that mix with Caribbeans. Do you know what I mean?
And Asians are
I feel like Asians are very...
They stick to their own a lot.
Yeah. They're like, no. And that stuff like that saddens me because, don't get me wrong, I think we would all, if we all had children, it would be nice if our children married our culture, if my kids married Ugandans, whatever. But at the end of the day, if they choose to marry outside that, what is it going to... So what, you're going to disown your own child? Just because of who they've chosen to be
Fall in love with, yeah.
And just because of the color of their skin. So I empathize with her, but I don't know what she can actually do because you're not going to change their mindset.
No.
People like that are just ignorant.
It's tough, man, because the issue is like, unfortunately, like, you know, like when you talk about like the parents, some of them, they grew up in a time where they've had to experience some things that is scar them for life. And because of that, is you know what I mean? And it's like, it's embedding them that no, I can never... or maybe it might not even be them. It could be like what they see their grandparents have to go through. And they're like, no, we got to keep this, you know, and sometimes it's hard for them to get over that. And I think that's the issue sometimes because we're born into like this current generation is like, you never experienced any of that. And especially being brought up, if you've been brought up here, there's no any aspect of that basically. So it's like, it's almost like now that's been forced onto you, but it's almost like it's very difficult because I never even seen you go through anything like that. So this is all I know, and I just want you to be happy with me. And sometimes like you have that disconnect, and it's something that's very hard to get over, man. But I don't know what to say. This is a tough one, you know.
It's a tough one.
I really don't know.
Tough, man.
You're speechless. No, but what I will say then for you then is on his behalf. Are you speechless or you have an
saying
opinion?
on his behalf.
Because it's like you're saying to your point, like why would someone disown, like not want to support their child if that's who they've, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it would be nice if we can all marry our own, but sometimes it don't go like that. You can't help who you fall in love with, you know what I mean? So,
Facts. And I think, so one time, like me and my dad's been on a podcast, right? And there was a time where he disowned me, like, you know, for whatever reason.
You did? Oh, yeah.
You don't have to question every single thing I say, you know.
You know I do that all the time.
Anyway, so my dad disowned me. So for a long time, me and him weren't talking to the point where I remember my graduation, he didn't want to come and all that. And I think what got me through that period was, as long as you know where you stand, you'll never be out of place. You know what I mean? So what I would say to you is...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
When he disowned you, was it something that you agreed with, or was it like, I see where he's coming from?
Yeah, why did he do? You didn't put no context. Why did he
Oh, no, I
disown
didn't,
you?
because I didn't want to make it about me.
I
but
did.
basically, there was just a trail of things. I started getting a bit of money, and he felt like I owed him my first paycheck. He felt like, how can I be buying a BMW and he doesn't have a BMW? And he just got very bitter about, because he felt like when he was younger, he patterned all his siblings and his kids. He's like, why are you not doing the same? And I was like, bro, I'm just one man.
Trying,
I'm just trying. Do you know what I mean? It was more peak than that, but that's the sense.
So it was something that you didn't really agree on.
No, 100%. Even all my family, no one was in his corner. My dad's a very stubborn man, but he apologized. That's what I was gonna come up to. Like, as long as you do good in your heart, trust me, these people, God has a way of turning people's hearts.
Yeah.
So they'll just come to realize that the person we're hating is not even bothered about it.
Right.
They're flourishing. They're doing well, and then they have to come back to your doorstep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my dad came
did.
on the podcast and
He
didn't
did come.
apologize.
He did apologize.
He apologized to me on the pod, and I didn't even
He did.
expect that.
He did.
You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just about being true to yourself.
Yeah.
You can't change people's minds. Leave it to God.
Also, though, I also feel like a lot of that mindset also comes from what people think. I feel like when I think of, when I think of things like that, or disagreements with family, like say you choose a certain path and your parent does not agree with it, and it's just mad in a household, and you'd like that whole disownment thing. I generally feel like a lot of it comes to the pressure from our parents of what outside will think, and especially the whole marrying outside of your race is like they're probably comparing their children to other children's. Like they'll be like, look at their kids,
their friends,
they can go and
friends,
marry Asians. Why do you want to go and marry a Jamaican? But it's like, Mom, I am your child. Like, love me. Just love me for me and accept who I love. Like, if they're not bad people, what's the problem? I think like parents in the older gens just stop comparing and stop caring what
That
they
is
say.
bragging thing, isn't it? When they link up, when they link
An
up,
embarrassment.
Yeah.
Isn't
Wow.
is it comparison is the thief of joy? Or have I made that up?
Say that
Yeah,
again.
it is.
Comparison is
thief
the
of
thief
joy.
of joy.
Yeah.
Do you know all these quotes?
I know a lot of proverbs.
But you know what I think? You know what I think that comes from sometimes. Yeah, people like it's like things are moving forward. Yeah, say like your parents, they've come from back home. Yeah, you live back home. You're only used to seeing like maybe African people, Asian people, whatever. Yeah, you've moved to another country now. You're now met with different people. There's Caribbean people, there's African people, there's now that option is widening. Like you can't keep telling me it's like me coming. Oh, when I was in Nigeria, I'm drinking pure water. Now man's come here.
And you're
I'm
just
drinking pure water.
Yeah. Man's seen bottled water, but you still want me to be drinking water from.
It's like they're relocating to another country without being open-minded.
Yeah.
They come with the same mindset.
Yeah.
They
Why
come
bring
with
me
the same
here?
mindset.
Why bring me
Yeah.
here?
So it don't make no sense, man. I
Yeah.
think, like, and that's one thing I'm very grateful for. Like my dad, like my family, they sort of like support. Like we can have a conversation wherever there's not this. Oh, you must do this and you must do that. And I think that's the best way.
That is the best thing.
People need to learn to adapt to their surroundings.
We all have our wants, but you have to be willing to compromise.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, my sister, I pray for you, man. That's a heavy one.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
heavy one, man.
So what I would just leave it.
Yeah, you have
Like,
to leave it.
At the end of the day, like if you guys don't want to be at my wedding, my family, like because I fell in love
So
with
be it.
someone of a different color, different culture, then that's
To hell.
fine. And then when I have my kids, you won't be part of their life when I do all this.
It's
that's
painful
it.
though.
It's
It's
painful.
a painful thing because then obviously the sad part about it is obviously if it works out, then sunset, innit? Cool. But then the part where, God forbid, but if that doesn't work out, and then you're left to like to the because that's another part of it. If it then doesn't work out, and then now you're left alone, the partner's left you, the person you sacrificed your whole family for, and I feel like that's the difficult part where maybe a lot of women as well have to go through is the fact that
the right
choosing
choice.
between, especially in that situation,
family,
your family, and then I feel like a lot of women like generally would choose family over their happiness sometimes.
I think so too.
Right? That's the part that I feel like.
I'm picking my happiness. What do you not think this is? Like we were born in this world alone, we die alone, like, and you live for
That's
yourself.
hard.
Like
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
lie.
no.
Like I do you know what I realised? Like when I see my sisters, right? We all said that like I'm definitely the person that I will do what I want. Like I don't care what I will listen and I understand them.
Yeah.
But I will do what I want because like it's my life. Do you know what I mean? And
Maybe
Especially if you're not hurting anyone.
yeah, especially if I'm
Yeah,
not hurting
facts,
anyone.
facts.
And I think if you're if you have an independent mindset, and if you're someone that knows if people come up your life, you can kind of accept it. I think I'm
Accept it,
that kind of
yeah.
person, anyways. And I can go ages without talking to people. Or, do you know what I mean? So I think for me personally, I can mentally be okay.
You're okay being alone.
Not alone, but I'll be if something makes me happy. It'll take me a minute, but if I'm really happy, then I would want to choose that happiness
Happiness
over
over,
not being happy, because sometimes when you're home, when you are by yourself, say you do marry someone that your parents do like, and you don't marry the person that your parents didn't like, when you are alone, you're the one that's dealing with that, and then you'll be seeing people in love, and you're there like, why didn't I just
do TikToks?
That's
what
true.
I mean?
Facts.
That's me personally. Would you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I can't. I'm trying to be logical as well. Like I'm trying to deep like my parents saying Adeola. No, because I can't imagine them doing that. It's hard for me.
Exactly.
It has to be like something, not something like physical. It has to be Mariam, that guy. My gut is telling me there's something not right with him. That's something where I'm a bit like, But if it's because he's literally from a different country, a different, maybe different religion, it's a bit like, Mom, like Dad, it's not enough for me. Like.
Same, no, but I'm like you. I would go where my happiness is. As well.
That's good. See, go where your happiness is.
Go where your happiness is. In Jesus' name.
That's it. That's a takeaway.
Oh, that was a heavy one.
Yeah. You had 2 heavy ones.
Okay.
Got
to shake it all about. But thank you for that. So real quick, obviously, as you know, we are the home of edutainment. So we want to educate our viewers whilst entertaining them. So as we've done the entertaining.
Have we?
Hey,
I mean, you educating.
You are laughing
though. That was a bit of.
Oh, was that a bit of both?
Okay,
forgive me. Well, we're going to educate again because we wanted to touch on real quick. You mentioned before that you have PCOS. Yes. And I didn't know what that was.
I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna Google that later.
Google it.
Never Googled it. I've Googled it now, and I just felt like that would be beneficial for our viewers because to me, you look beautiful. You work hard. It doesn't look like it slows you down. No. So it'd be good to kind of like educate.
Yeah. I feel like it's not... So PCOS stands for Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. PCOS. Wait. Polycystic
Ovary Syndrome. Yeah, you got it.
Sure. And so basically that is where you basically have less of the female hormones and you have a bit more of the male hormones. And when you have less of the female hormones, you don't produce as much eggs. So things like that means that your periods are irregular because you produce a bit more of the male hormones. You could have like more hairs on your body compared to another girl that doesn't. Usually they say it's like very prone to people that are overweight. So when I was diagnosed, I was quite shocked that I had it kind of thing because they always say it's like usually people that are overweight. So it can affect things like fertility. Like most people that do have PCOS, they're fine with pregnancy, but some people that do, they have to do like injections to kind of bring out those female hormones. So that's kind of it. And like loads of people have it. And I didn't even realize it's so common. Like it's really common to loads of girls. So that's what it is basically.
And go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, I think the statistic is I checked it on Google before I came. 18 to 13% of women in the UK have
18
it.
To what?
18 to 13%. But 70% of women are undiagnosed.
Wow.
Have it, yeah. So it seems like you said it's quite common.
Yeah, and it's not something that you would like look at someone and be like, oh my God, you've got it. Yeah, it's kind of like, the only reason I found out I had it was...
I was going to ask you that, yeah. How did you...
Oh, it was quite funny actually. I just was never on my period, and my mum thought I was having sex, and I would tell her I'm not having sex, I'm not having sex. So she made me take a pregnancy. Do you know how many times I take a pregnancy? Like, my mum was not. She didn't understand because obviously all my sisters
will be getting.
Yeah, and obviously I'm the middle child. So when my younger sisters are on their period, and my older sisters have been on their period, and I haven't, my mum's just thinking and. Obviously, my mum knows my bit. What are you up to? So I was just like, no. And then we went to the doctors, and that's how we found out. Because my mum really was convinced she was like, this girl, she must be pregnant.
Your mum's on job.
Imagine you was.
I know, imagine.
Do you mind me asking how old you were?
Yeah, I was, it was between 16 to 18. So that was just like 3 years of like.
You were innocent.
Yeah, so because I think.
Did you find out like this as soon as you went into the doctors, or was it like something you had to keep going back in for?
No, we found out because they scanned. Oh, I forgot that. Like they proper do like a ultrasound on your ovaries to see, and that's how they realised that I don't really release enough eggs and stuff like that.
That's mad.
So yeah, so sometimes sometimes I won't have a period for like months. Wow.
I mean, some women like that because I remember in uni, girls used to take the pill just to stop the period if we were going IB far or whatever. And they hated the side effects of it. So like, does it impact your day to day?
Yeah, not at all. Like, it's not as bad. I think my biggest scare is the pregnancy thing, but I think I'll be fine.
No, you will be. From my research,
I'll be fine.
I've done my research. You'll be fine.
But that was the only thing that was my main concern, because he did say it's a bit harder. But I would say, at one point I did think like, oh my God, will I get pregnant? Because I was risking it. There was a point where I was risking it.
You were risking for a chocolate biscuit.
Wow.
I'm happy about it, but hold on.
I still had to check here and there. But yeah, so that's what I was like, maybe I won't get pregnant. Like I'm actually really doing the most right now. Nothing's happening. But yeah, it's all right. Like the period bit is, and the fertility bit was my main concern, and obviously the hairs and stuff like that, but those can be fixed. And I think it just depends on the girl. Some people have it worse, some people don't, and I've been all right with mine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because it seems like you don't have all the other symptoms. I mean, flawless skin, all that stuff, so I don't know if, No, I mean, I'm just, look, this guy, I'm just saying, isn't it?
I'm also just saying.
Yeah, okay.
The only obviously question I've got at the moment. So in terms of that, you see how like maybe women, they have like 3 weeks no period, they have like their set whatever.
Oh, you know their schedules.
What's wrong with you, man?
Now I'm just asking questions.
So obviously, because you're saying you might go months without having any. Yeah. So like, do you like when you got? Do you just stay like prepared all the time just in case?
Oh, so basically, so because sometimes
these two, I should have sat them next to each other. They don't normally sit next to each other.
He was waiting for you. That was actually that was a good one.
Thinking, where is this going?
Yeah.
No, but you landed that one. You landed well. You landed that one.
So basically, because I don't like, it's weird because I've had periods where like, periods as in like periods of time where I'll be consistent. And then I've had periods of time where like it's just erratic all over the place. So I know my symptoms. I feel like as a girl, you kind of know
you're
emotional. I'll get spots.
Yeah,
my boobs will be a bit sore. Like they're key things like that I don't get every month. So when I say I haven't had my period for a couple of months, if those little things start coming, then I'll be like, okay, I'm definitely coming on soon. And then the pain, you just already start getting the pain in your belly. So those are the symptoms. Do you have what are your main symptoms when you're about to come on?
It's my belly, my mood, my skin.
Yeah, so those are the same. That's how you know.
You touched on something. Sorry, you said your mum felt all your sisters were on and you weren't. How does she know?
Oh, I just think...
Is it just women just know?
Active.
Yeah, we know.
Because I heard that if you're living in the same house, everyone comes on at the same time.
Kind of the same time, yeah.
Is that
But you
true?
always kind of just... I feel like girls, when you're around girls, you kind of... It's just something you just say. I don't even know. Like, just always
I'm on my... Okay.
Yeah, like somehow it slips in somewhere. Like, I'm on my periods or like something.
So
and then it's like, me too.
Yeah, and then it's like, I'm doing 2 weeks. Like,
oh my God, I just started my period.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give any lady that's going through or that has PCOS and is struggling with the symptoms or anything like
I would say go to your doctor, because I think obviously they're the ones that are educated. They deal with this all the time. Go to your doctor, talk about it and let them know what your situation is. But also like, I would say it's really important to watch what you eat as well, because I found out that certain food like aren't good for people with PCOS. So soya milk, I didn't know this. I love soya milk. It's actually not really good for people that have polycystic ovaries. So
I heard it's not good for men either.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not good for men.
I really like soya milk.
Your hormones and that,
Yeah, hormones. Yeah,
male
like,
hormones.
yeah. So
Yeah, soya milk. Oh, you've been taking a lot of... I'm just asking questions. You're getting triggered, bro.
Okay, can we get back to the advice? You lot will fight later.
So we're listening. Yeah.
So
food you eat.
Soya milk,
food you eat,
soya
doctor, and those are my main ones. Like it's so hard because it's like I don't know what else I can.
No, that's fine, man. Even what you said alone, the fact you come and spoke it,
that's
I'm
dope.
sure it will relate to somebody.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing,
No,
man.
it's
I know
alright.
that's
Thank you.
like very intimate part of your
Facts.
journey. So
Facts.
thank you.
Thank
No,
you.
it's alright.
Yo, it's your boy Sukali from the In My Opinion podcast, and I'm here to introduce our newest sponsor, none other than Ava Estelle. This skincare company was founded by a caring husband after he couldn't find a remedy for his wife's skincare problems, and it cured hers, so you know it's going to work on your skin. I personally use this to keep myself moisturized, so if you know you want that soft skin, you know winter's coming, you got to stay moisturized, make sure you use this. It'll have your skin as soft as a baby's bottom. Check out Ava Estelle. So there was something else I wanted to mention. So as you can see, we have Ava Estelle on our table. So this company was started by a black man.
Yes.
For his wife. I think it was about 10 years ago. She had skin problems and they tried everything and they couldn't find anything. So he actually started this company for his wife and it managed to clear his skin problems.
As a superhero.
Yeah.
I love this
love Ava Estelle. So the segue now is obviously you've documented your journey with hyperpigmentation, acne, and stuff like that. To me, your skin looks flawless.
Oh, thank you.
How did you, first of all, overcome it? And number two, what did you use? Yeah.
It was so random. Wait, where do you want me to start from?
Okay. Where you want to start? The journey. Okay.
Yeah, how did you start getting this this?
Oh,
okay.
okay. So it was just literally random. It would start with one spot, and then you just think, oh, you got one spot, and then I thought but I didn't really have a skincare, but I'll just use anything. But I wasn't really clued up in skincare. I'll just buy anything from Super Drugs at the price. I'll be looking at the price. This one is £4. This one is let me get the £4 one. Yeah. And then, then it was just another spot and then another spot. And then literally it was like my whole forehead, my whole cheeks was all covered. And I was like, okay, whoa, what's going on here? And then I just didn't even know where to start from, like what to use. Like, I didn't even know like there were routines that you could use this and then use that and then use that, or don't use these two together. So I went to a facialist. That's what really helped me, because then she started to educate me on like, okay, use a cleanser, and then after a cleanser, use a toner, and then use a serum, and then that's how I got my knowledge up.
Okay.
And then also what I eat. And now it's like I kind of know my skin. Like I know when I'm about to get spots, like wigs. I know when I'm doing too much with my wig, it's going to give me a spot. When my periods come in, it's going to get spots. But it's like I know how to manage my skin more and what to expect from it.
Why does a wig give a spot? Sorry, I don't
like
get the
when the
correlation.
hair's on my face too much, or
I
like
also
the
struggle with that.
Irritation.
I get it as well. I get a couple spots here.
Literally, so if I do a certain style that is on my cheeks.
These men hate that I can relate to a lot of stuff. I'm just a well-versed guy.
I didn't say nothing.
But I hear there's a humming.
I've got very sensitive skin, so
Okay.
I do get.
You get what you're saying.
Yeah, and even like what I eat as well.
Okay.
Like if I'm eating a lot of like oily
Greasy
stuff,
stuff,
or too much alcohol, my skin will feel it. It's like I can literally feel it in my body as well.
Alcohol, that's the one I've been thinking about recently, because when I started drinking a lot, I started feeling, my hands and all of that, because I got very sensitive hands. But you see, this thing has done wonders.
Don't say no.
Yeah. Because you look, a couple, let's not get into that situation, but
I feel like, how has it impacted your confidence at the time? Because obviously now you're cool. But at the time, like I saw you blog it, but you came out and vlogged it. So
I
you
don't
must have
know
been
how I done
confident.
that.
Yeah. No?
Do you know, I think it was just madness, honestly. Like, even when I watch it, I can't watch those videos back because I'm like, I don't even know why it's still even online.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was filming, like, I'd feel like I couldn't really look in the mirror and stuff. Like, I'd feel really...
Wow.
Yeah, like, and do you know when it's so bad that it's bad with makeup? Like, that's when you know, like, I don't even look nice with makeup, well, to myself.
I think the worst thing is when your skin's not good and then you put makeup, it's like you're trying to cover it, but
And it's not. It's making it worse because you can see all the bumps and the textures.
Yeah, because makeup always looks good when the canvas, it's all about the canvas. The canvas is smooth and all of that, your makeup looks good. And if it's not, and it's, I get it. Like, it's,
How did that make you feel though? Like sometimes, especially when you've tried to put makeup and it's not working.
I just kind of felt like sad, but it was like at the same time, it was when I was trying to be on my grind and do content, like little like makeup. That was when the little clips were going on. Like, baby, he was banging out them makeup clips. She was getting. I was trying to be in my Mariam bag, and it just was like, it's not, like I just hated it, but. I still kept going because I kind of felt, I knew it was normal. Like it's just spots and I'm going to come out of it. I think that's, and I feel like I knew I was educating myself and I could see slow progress, even though it was still a lot, but I could see slow progress to me. I think that's what just kept me going and just thought, let me just document it. Maybe one day when it clears, it'll clear.
Then. Yeah, because that's...
I can't even remember. I think it was like a whole, like for me to be actually happy, probably like over a year. Because it was like first the spots and the textures, and then it's the hyperpigmentation and the scarring. I was like,
So, like, what would you advise young girls? Because young girls here are very impressionable, and a lot of them do go through this situation. Like, what advice would you give them?
Just do like research. Maybe find one facialist. I know it's like expensive, but when you stick to one person and like monitor what you're using on your skin, because then if one thing isn't working, at least you know what the change is. Like my mistake was, it was like I'll get 5 new things, and then it's like I don't even know which one of you.
Which one of y'all is messing me up.
So it's like I'll use one thing for like a month. Okay, I like it. It's doing its thing. Let me just add one more thing, and then if my skin moves a bit mad, it's like, okay, I know it's you. and I'll take that out of my routine.
Okay, so is a facialist like a doctor for faces? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never even
or
heard
a
of this.
dermatologist.
Oh, that's what I've heard
Dermatologist.
of.
I know
Okay.
dermatologist. Yeah, I know that one.
You don't know it very well.
I know dermatologist.
Do you guys have? Do you guys as boys have skincare routines?
Well, yeah, you speak on this one.
Why everything be
No, I've only just jumped on it recently.
No,
but
to be honest, I have been on it.
yeah, but he's been on it for a
Because I
minute.
remember I had acne. Yeah, it was just
did
this cheek. This cheek. No, I don't know why I never got it. Just this cheek.
Where's one
but
cheek?
I realized it was my fault. I was washing my face with Imperial Leather.
Oh.
You know the bar.
Yeah.
And I just used to.
And
You
it's-
just don't know.
like-
You've been until you go through something mad, and you're like, okay, what am I using on my skin?
Do you know what I mean? And actually, it's only until I met my ex. Actually, she stayed over. She said, "Yo, where's the products? What can I use?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, just the soap is there. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, is this what you're using for your face?
yeah.
And this cream as well.
Literally.
Remember your girl, your
Vaseline.
ex is kissing that face as well. She's
Yeah.
rubbing her face on that face.
Yeah,
That's
she
how I
was.
see.
Oh, and your pillowcase as well.
Yes.
Pillowcase.
Yeah, like that all. You can't be washing your face and then sleeping on that same dirty pillow.
So how many days are we talking?
How long you out?
Yeah.
So like when my acne was at its high point, I'll change it. Like even if it was just my pillowcase every week.
Every week.
Now I do it
okay.
like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
Like sometimes it's long to do the whole thing, but at least just the pillowcase.
I've gone the other way, you know.
What do you mean?
I now do like every 3-4 days.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
that's
So
good.
Yeah, because I feel like my face is my money maker.
So you're changing your
Pillowcase.
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
3
that one the
days.
minimum. Yeah.
Is
That's
it?
all right.
What's triggered that?
Hair. When you have hair, the oil,
Oh,
like, I
yeah,
might put
oil.
it there, then it
Yeah.
goes in the
Have a
pillow.
bonnet.
No, not but I just feel I sleep with a do-rag.
Oh, so you still have bits hanging out.
No, actually, I wanted to ask you, like, so you see this hair? Sorry, real quick.
No, go on.
What is the best way to tie it when I sleep? Because everywhere I tie it, I wake up and it's all like mangled.
Oh, I
and,
think you need to like tie it like back and then put a scarf on top. Would you say?
oh, scarf.
Like kind of like you need to like
Yeah, like so it's
Like a
layered.
tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
tutorial.
doing a quick
Okay.
tutorial.
hold it,
Hold it
kind
back.
of like you're wrapping
You don't
it.
want to put it backwards.
Yeah.
Guys, this is serious.
But you don't. Why don't you want to put it backwards out of your face?
What, like
Show
this?
us how you do
No,
your
not
hair
like-
like that.
I'll do it like
That.
Like this?
yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't all fit in. But I get what you're saying. I'll
Yeah.
just tuck it in and then, okay, sorry. Okay, thank you. I've learned
So you
that
didn't
one.
know?
No, guy, you don't
How was
understand.
you doing it before then?
So before, I would do that.
What the fuck? Are you alright?
And then tuck it in the. I can't even explain it, but tuck it in the do-rag and just hope, because I wouldn't want these bits to go in the do-rag because then they get mangled. You know what I mean?
Did they get mangled in a do-rag?
Yeah. The way I
Maybe you
sleep.
should, I don't think your hair is do-rag anymore. I think it's bonnet.
Is it bonnet?
Is it? It's gonna be beyond do-rag,
It's
isn't
scarf
it?
and bonnet.
Or maybe like a wig cap, like a black stocking, just to like give it the secure,
Yeah.
and then the do-rag.
But is a
then-
bonnet not an ick? Like if you met a guy and then
You're married now. It's fine.
No, but
She's like, babe, you're married now.
You don't gotta worry about that.
Speaking for the guys that are not married.
by the way, for the ones that are not married that may
I
have my
slept with
hair,
a guy not too long ago, and he put a bonnet on.
was that okay?
And what that made
How
you?
did that
How that
feel?
made you feel?
It wasn't ick. Trust me. I'm telling you.
No, because I'm still talking to him now.
Okay, so did he give you a little bit of a...
No, but I was like, oh, she's a bit. Like, you know, you turn around and like, what auntie? Oh, wait, no. It's just you, babe.
Like, auntie.
Is it like a 3 years in, then you get the bonnet, not like straight away, is it?
How about the guys that go to the shops with it?
With a bonnet?
Yeah, I've seen them.
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
them go to the shops in the more
With
bro.
the-
But
yeah,
I've seen
I've seen
them.
them.
I have a do-rag.
Nah,
Nah,
the bonnet,
bonnet.
bro.
No.
The guy
Bonnet.
looking like a chef.
I think a guy in a do-rag is
It's
so
sexy.
sexy. Oh my
I
god.
swear that.
Yeah,
My
I
little
love it.
Tyrese, yeah.
This guy, did you like, where's my do? I put that in my pocket.
normally
I had it in my pocket.
Not no more,
when
man.
you do your hair.
Yeah, of course. What I used to do, but I take my mom on the like, you know.
Oh, do you not? You guys don't do
I was great, man. We started the journey at the
We
same
did,
time.
and then he left. Ooh,
But
he left
eventually,
me.
I like, yo, this is too much. I like, brother,
much,
I got
yeah.
paid to go and do my hair, and then I got paid to go and get a trim.
Yeah, trim
Then
and
I'm like,
then
brother,
do it.
It's a
yeah.
very-
nah, I
It's
can't
a
keep
lot,
up.
it's a lot.
Nah, I was like, I can't keep up.
I know we do have to wrap up soon, yeah, but they told me I have to ask you lot this question. So it was, we saw Maya Jammy.
Maya Jammy.
Maya Jammy.
Maya
Jammy. Forgive me, Maya Jammy. Maya Jammer
Maya
and Stormzy
Jammer.
have recently reconciled. And our opinionators want to know if you guys will ever spin the block.
Oh, we spoke about this on our
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Split the block one more time.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like,
Yeah, it depends
on
why
the
Actually,
I
have
left
you
the
spun
block.
the block before?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. A couple times.
Sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't
By
know.
the
Like,
way,
I can't lie.
no, I'm guilty of
sometimes.
that. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
I've rarely ever had new girlfriends.
Same.
I normally go, I don't trust people.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
People are
I
mad.
don't know.
People are mad.
I don't know.
And I think the worst thing is like when I just don't like the rug being pulled underneath my feet because people come as sheep, but they're wolves a lot of the times. And sometimes when you already know someone, at least you know the madness. You know what someone's capable of. The worst thing is that when you trust again someone new and then what they do is 10 times worse. So it's just scary.
Yeah.
And it can be something so little that makes you just run back.
Honestly.
You don't
I'm
agree?
back.
I think it's
I think it
moving
depends.
forward, man.
Wait, I feel like
I know what you
I
mean.
feel like if
I
I've
get it.
left the block, especially if it's like you've done something
the
mad
block.
or
Yeah.
like you've done something to me that it's like, and I already found it hard to leave you, I'm not going to go back to that block. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, why am I going to put myself in another position? But I mean, if it was something like just wrong timing and there was no bad blood and it was just like you go your way, I go my way, and then somehow we rekindle again. Yeah, but if it's like you clearly done something to upset me, then
No. Well, you don't see nothing wrong with that.
For me, I'll be spinning. It's not a problem for me.
I feel like guys always spin the block. I feel
do.
like it's always up to the girl whether
Yeah,
they
whether or
want
not she wants to
That's
do it.
true.
Yeah.
Because men don't like leaving, innit?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we
Why
don't.
is it that women like to leave?
Because
Could make us leave. You do something where you're just
Something
like, nah.
very minor. You guys, you're not thinking,
But
your
it might
skins
be
are not thick anymore.
But I feel like guys think that something minor, but it might be minor, but you've done that probably a couple of times. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not listening to me now. You don't get who I am. Like, you're not trying to change.
Oi, bye.
You know what I
And
mean?
sometimes it's like, fight for me.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you would do like stuff like
I'm leaving.
not tell, no, not even that, not even that. No, just not even tell you. Just show signs. Do you do one of them ones?
What
like
do you
you
mean
do
just show?
signs.
As
You know
in
like
just-
women like to. You should know type thing.
Today she's not
Like
cooked
you
for
should be able to
anymore.
read the line.
Yeah, she ain't cooked for
Read
you.
between the lines.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
Like,
men, we don't think like we don't.
I
read these
don't.
lines.
I must be dumb because I'm not reading no lines.
Yeah.
If you're angry, tell me you're angry. If you're
Oh,
not,
I
tell me you're not.
hate those guys. Always like that, and it's like then you have to like literally punch them in the face to be like, "Hello, I'm
Yes,
angry."
punch me so we can make up after.
Not literally though, guys. Don't be hitting your
No, please. We don't condone
Why do you not
domestic
like
violence.
doing that?
Because we like you guys to
DT,
think
it is what it
sometimes,
is.
like
Yeah.
just sit and think about your actions and what is she?
Don't wanna
Why
make
is
it
she
easy for me.
moving
Moving like
different
this.
now? What have I done?
Got to
Reflect.
take the bins out. Damn. Like,
Yeah.
think
Some
about
women
it.
don't move different. They just exit.
In there before you know it,
Yeah,
the house
yeah.
is empty.
What is it true when they say like women are like checked out like
Way before.
they actually
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
them?
100%.
But they would have given you chances before.
Yeah.
What chance they ever spoke about?
100%
No, they would have like
They
said,
would
babe
have.
this,
Nah, they
babe
would.
that.
Yeah.
And
That
then,
one I can agree with the
Yeah.
ladies.
And then you just-
many times I've been left. I was given many chances beforehand.
Do you realize after when they've left?
Of course. I'm like, oh, do you know what? Now I understand. That
Do you feel like it's made you like a better like husband, boyfriend now when you think of like all the
100%.
why they left, if that makes sense?
100%.
Yeah.
Because what I do, I'm very reflective. So when we break up, I'll go back to the last nice message, and then I'll see where it went right. And then I'll pinpoint
Wow.
that.
that's
oh, okay.
very good of you. to
Yeah,
do,
because then at that point, that's when you understand that.
Swear.
This was when she last called me baby. You know, women always sign off XX. After this message, I never got no more X's.
And it was
Yeah.
getting
you're
shorter.
not
and
Yeah,
So
shorter and
less
shorter. Because you know, women
double
like to
replies.
over talk in their messages.
yeah,
but when
yeah.
your message is one sentence, you know there's an
Something, yes.
issue.
Wow.
And then I pinpoint what I must have done, and then
You
That's
do that.
smart. That's
do-
good.
you
So
gotta
what, you
reflect.
just don't reflect.
No, a lot of men just keep running into brick walls.
That's for you, my bros.
Wow,
No,
you do
but
all them
yeah.
things there.
Always self-reflect.
That's
I was
good.
saying
So you
today.
man, you lot are learning from Sakali.
I hope you guys are learning. So real quick, I just wanted to get what is one highlight of you lot's career so far? Obviously, you lot are very successful. We're so proud of everything you're
Very
doing.
proud.
We've come to your activations and stuff like that. So I was just
Channel
wondering.
4 and them things
You know
there.
what I
You
mean?
two doing a show together.
What
Which
is
was
your-
funny, by the way.
The football team.
The football one.
I like the
Yeah.
football thing.
That
I
was
like
my
the
best.
football
That
one.
was my best
That's
We
one.
hard.
had skills in it. Like, we
Nah.
just
No, you
like,
did.
Brutal.
We
I'm not,
tried.
okay, can I be honest?
Go on.
I could.
I honestly
that's-
Why?
that's
I
nice.
thought they were going to do a cutaway. They're going to have her kick the ball and then cut to the ball going
Give him
in.
the goal.
Oh, you thought they were going to
I
try?
thought they were gonna do
Nah,
that.
man.
I was like, because you looked nice.
They look very
you
clean.
Like, I was like, nah, these
No, do you know what I really like about you guys, yeah? I can't like anything you lot get involved in, yeah, you take it serious. That's one thing I've seen, like you lot go 100%. You don't like do half-hearted, oh, I'm too pretty, this and nah, you get to it. And
they're not just pretty faces, by the way.
I rate that. Nah, I rate that.
Yeah.
So what's that one highlight of your career so far?
Oh, I think I would say for mine was making it. So I created like a little pilot. That was a really nice highlight because I really wanted to produce something to involve everyone, and I was really proud of that. So and it just shows that if I put my mind to something and I just do it, like you can actually do it.
Yeah.
So we're in the next one.
Well, in the production right now. So
we are scheduled. If you just holler at our assistant to get us free time and we can we can make sure we make an appearance.
Yes, but it's literally going to be like how everyone's just trying to make it. So everyone's trying. Everyone's grinding.
We are trying. We are trying.
Yeah, of course.
Like we told you, for us we have water, but you have juice because we haven't made it yet. You're not drinking no juice until we make it. What about you, Adeola?
Mine would definitely be the Channel 4 show.
Yeah, that was hard.
I've wanted a show for like a long time, so to actually have it come with my friends as well.
And that's one thing I love about both of you, and I'm guessing your circle as well. The fact you lot bring each other, every opportunity you lot get, you bring each other on. There's a lot of gatekeeping in this industry. I feel like there's a lot of people that just want to be on top and not give everyone else a chance. But the way you lot lift each other up is admirable, and we see it.
We see it.
Thank you.
Because that was your show. You could have just been like, it's my show, and just paid, I don't know, other actors or something. But the fact all of the people were your friends, I love that.
I think that's when you do the best. Well, me anyway. Like I film better when I'm filming with my friends. And
So we're friends now. So
Yeah.
I feel like
season 2. Yeah. Season 2.
No, for real.
No, but because of all the stuff you lot have done, you guessed rightly. We did get you lot some gifts. Yeah.
Come on.
We were like, no,
Bring them over.
You lot have done so well.
Bring them out.
Yeah, bring them out. We did get you lot
Bring
gifts.
them out.
Basically, for the people that don't know, Adeola peaked the gifts beforehand. That kid at Christmas, you know what I mean?
God,
You know.
you might as well. So make sure you check the we got cards in there as well.
Yeah, so this is.
So make sure you know who's who.
It's a bag each.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come on.
So that's a bag of goodies from Ava Estelle.
Jonah-
Nice little skincare. And then there's other.
Oh, this is mine. It says
That was your
Adeola.
Heavy.
I
don't know. We might.
We don't do no light stuff. Come on.
Oh yeah.
That's
Uganda Waraji.
Waraji.
Yeah. Serious thing. Straight from Uganda for both of you.
40%.
It's like 40%.
It's rare.
Yeah,
from
very
Uganda.
rare.
So that's straight from Uganda. And there's other goodies in there, like I said, from Ava.
There's a lot of
Estelle.
stuff in
And
there.
this is just to say
thank
you for
you.
coming on our podcast. Thank you for all the amazing things you lot are doing and for inspiring people like us to create content, man.
Oh, guys,
you lot are
thank
doing bits.
you.
Me, I'm very strong like stone. It takes a lot to inspire me, and I've been inspired.
That's a strong like stone.
No, we really have.
Thank you,
And I'm
guys.
being honest, to Uzi's point, so this one I'm throwing you a bone. The industry, we haven't been in it as long as you lot have. Sometimes you don't know if people like you, don't know if people are being fake. But since we met you guys,
Energy.
honestly, guys, the energy, the vibe, these are genuine girls, man. Honestly. So yeah, that's why we have to head out and get you lot some nice
No
things.
facts,
We don't have
man.
provision for tissue.
By the way, the budget is spent, so yeah, please don't cry. But no,
Oh, thanks,
guys, thank you for coming on. Obviously, before you go, you've got a theatre production.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
coming
it.
up.
Can you guys come and watch?
Yeah. What do you mean? Can we?
let us know,
We're
man.
coming.
We're there.
Yeah, we're there.
Where they are.
I think I want to cheat on my girlfriend.
Yes. I think I want to cheat on my girlfriend.
Okay.
It's
The way she pointed at you.
I don't know why I've done that, guys, but it's like a story about different relationships and the struggles in relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're
Nah,
coming
we're
to
there,
watch
man.
that.
We'll come and watch
Make
that.
sure
Yeah, let us
you
know.
guys come and watch that. What dates? What are the dates?
I believe it's the 26th, 27th, and 28th of October.
October.
Oh, right, that's literally round the corner.
Yeah, in Greenwich.
Oh,
Okay.
granted. Oh, local.
Local. We have no
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be there.
Mary, you got anything?
Yeah,
anything
Mariam,
coming
what
up?
you got in the pipeline? Apart from us in your season 2.
Yeah, making it chapter 2.
You know when it's just planning, so it's just the early stages. So maybe like in a couple of weeks I might.
You
like,
lot
a
will
I
month.
think that's good. It's good when it's still planning.
Yeah.
That means you can incorporate
Yeah.
us into the planning.
Of course.
Nah, but okay, make sure you guys follow them. I feel like we don't need to tell them, but anyway, follow Mariam, follow Adeola. Their Instagrams will be in the bio. Is there anything you want to say to the guys?
No, thank you for having us.
Yeah, and make sure you keep subscribing and listening to, in my opinion, podcast.
Oh,
Hey.
Thank you for having us. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the In My Opinion podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace.